Zen and I are working on a very interesting story. And in a week where Joe Biden is getting slaughtered with, international bad news, I think I may have dug up some more, or at least Zen has. And a story of great interest to people here in our country whose nation of origin is India and Pakistan, and something that should be of interest to everybody as they're considering if they want to vote for Joe Biden in this upcoming election in 2 weeks, that there is now mounting evidence that while Joe Biden was vice president and running a lot of European strategy, including Ukraine strategy, as we know, and Hillary Clinton was in the State Department, there was a U.S. citizen who was working with to help the Pakistan government expand their social media reach and communicate with their people, because more people have phones than bank accounts in Pakistan, just so for those of you who don't know, but everyone has phones. Many people in Pakistan, unfortunately, in the villages, they don't even write, so they're trying to get them to vote on their phones because it's an easier way for them to make the distinction between one candidate and another. And this U.S. woman was doing all this work at the highest levels of government, and turns out she got raped. She got raped in Pakistan by, the number 2 man, the deputy prime minister or something. And they zapped her drink, apparently, and we're going to have her on here. But the important thing is she was working at the highest levels of government in both countries, well known, and she continuously went to the State Department, Hillary, all the way up to the president's office with pleas to bring the prime minister's deputy to justice for raping her. And nothing has been done. She's been squelched. Her family here has been threatened. She comes from Texas. Death threats are happening. And little by little, there is the fomentation of a women's movement, because I think people in India and Pakistan, across the borders, women have like no rights. They could be raped. Their fathers could have sex with the daughters, the nieces, the whatever you want. They don't like them. They burn them. They take them off. They bury them up to their head and stone them. They light them on fire. They throw them off buildings. It doesn't matter, okay? And it seems like this one little flashpoint is, again, when Joe Biden has his eye on the ball in Ukraine and China and everywhere else where he can suck as many dollars into the family coffers. Both he and Hillary turned the other cheek when an American citizen was raped abroad and continued to do business with India and Pakistan. This happened in Pakistan, but it seems like there is an actual women's movement happening, bubbling at the surface, at least. Jess, am I onto something here or no? So I think, remember we talked about the Pakistan and India border wars with the Chinese a few months back, and we got a whole bunch of followers like checking in on this stuff from Pakistan and India. And I'm hoping that our friends out there in the community, Zen, will spread the word around on this, but I'm doing my research, making sure this is bona fide, okay? Zen is a deep dive researcher. She's brought us great stories on sexual harassment, rape, and women and children abuse on Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, so she digs down deep into this stuff. And I'm going to talk to you more about this and hopefully have the woman who's the victim herself talk to you about how the State Department under Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton did nothing but cover up the rape of a U.S. citizen abroad.